Climate change, the defining challenge of our time. What if I told you the climate isn't just changing, it's unraveling? From blistering heat waves and vanishing coastlines to raging wildfires and cities drowning in floods, the signs are no longer distant warnings. They're here, now, and they are reshaping the very world we live in. This isn't just a string of bad weather events. It's not an unlucky year. It's not a temporary glitch. This is climate change, and it may be the most urgent, complex, and defining challenge humanity has ever faced. But what exactly is climate change? Why do scientists, leaders, and activists call it an emergency? What's causing it, and what can we do? Let's begin with clarity, because the better we understand, the better we can act before it's too late. Number one, what is climate change? Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns across the globe. While these changes can occur naturally due to solar cycles or volcanic activity, the rate and intensity of current changes are unprecedented and largely caused by human activity. Unlike daily weather, which changes hour to hour or day to day, climate describes the average conditions over decades, typically 30 years or more. When we talk about climate change, we mean the average is shifting. This isn't about one hot summer or a few storms. It's about global systems, air, oceans, ice, rainfall, seasons, all transforming. We're witnessing the breakdown of stability, longer, more intense droughts, stronger, deadlier hurricanes, unseasonal snowfalls and erratic monsoons, entire ecosystems drifting, collapsing, or vanishing. Climate change is not some distant theory. It's a present-day crisis with global implications. Answer 2. Why it's called climate change, not just global warming. You've heard the term global warming. That's not wrong, but it's incomplete. Yes, the planet is getting warmer. The last decade was the hottest on record. But climate change is more than warming. It's disruption. It's imbalance. The term climate change better captures the complex reality. Some regions are heating faster than others. Some face floods while others dry up. Oceans are becoming more acidic. Jet streams and monsoons are shifting course. Climate change includes rising sea levels, melting glaciers, changing wind and rainfall patterns, wildfires, crop failures, new disease zones, social and economic disruption. In short, it's the entire climate system undergoing radical transformation, not just temperature. Nudge number 3. What causes climate change? Let's be clear, Earth's climate has always changed, but what we're seeing now is different, faster, more intense, and overwhelmingly driven by us. The primary cause? Human activity. Here's how. Burning fossil fuels. We power our lives, electricity, cars, factories, flights, with coal, oil, and natural gas. Burning them releases carbon dioxide, CO2, a greenhouse gas that traps heat in the atmosphere. Deforestation. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing CO2, but we're cutting them down at alarming rates for agriculture, logging, and development. Less forest equals more carbon in the air. Industrial agriculture, methane, CH4, another potent greenhouse gas, is released by livestock in decomposing waste. Fertilizers also emit nitrous oxide, N2O, 300x more warming than CO2. Industry and waste manufacturing, mining, and landfills emit various greenhouse gases and pollutants, accelerating the problem. Since the Industrial Revolution, we've increased atmospheric CO2 by over 50%. That's not natural. That's us. Number 4, the effects of climate change around the world. The consequences are already here, and they're global. Extreme heat. Heat waves are becoming longer, more intense, and more deadly. Cities across Europe, Asia, and the US are hitting all-time temperature highs, straining power grids and public health. Sea level rise. As glaciers and ice sheets melt, sea levels are rising, threatening coastal cities like Jakarta, New York, Dhaka, and Lagos. By 2100, hundreds of millions may be displaced. Wildfires. Longer droughts and hotter temperatures fuel massive wildfires from California to Australia, destroying homes, forests, and entire communities. Food and water insecurity. Shifting rainfall patterns are devastating crops. Droughts reduce water access for millions. Fisheries are collapsing. Climate change directly threatens global food systems. Health risks. Warming climates expand mosquito zones, increasing diseases like malaria, dengue. Heat-related illnesses and air pollution are rising rapidly. Climate migration. Millions are already being displaced not by war, but by weather. Floods, desertification, and storms are creating a new kind of refugee, climate refugee. And the hardest hit? Often the poorest, the youngest, and the least responsible. Now 5, what can we do about it? We are not powerless. In fact, we hold the keys to the solution as nations, communities, and individuals. There are 2 major strategies: mitigation, reducing or preventing greenhouse gas emissions; switch to renewable energy, solar, wind, hydro; electrify transport, electric vehicles, green transit; retrofit buildings for energy efficiency; stop deforestation, plant trees; transform farming practices; support circular economies. Adaptation, adjusting to the changes already underway; build flood defenses; design climate-resilient crops; protect freshwater sources; plan smarter, greener cities. Global action agreements like the Paris Agreement aim to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Governments must enforce policies, carbon pricing, emissions regulation, sustainable development plans. Business and finance companies can lead by going net zero, using clean energy, greening supply chains, divesting from fossil fuels. Community and individuals, you can eat less meat, drive less, fly less, vote for climate leaders, support reforestation or conservation, educate others, speak up, reduce, reuse, recycle. No one can fix this alone, but everyone can do something. And when millions act, systems change. 6, why this matters more than ever. This is not just an environmental issue. This is a human issue. It affects your air, your water, your food, your health, your economy, your children. We are the first generation to fully feel the effects of climate change, and the last generation with the power to stop its worst consequences. The next 5 to 10 years will define the next 100. We can't afford delay. We can't rely on someone else. We can't say it's too late, because the future we choose. If we act boldly, cooperatively, and urgently, we can still shape a livable, thriving future. A future powered by clean energy. A future with green jobs and healthy cities. A future of justice, resilience, and regeneration. But we have to choose it now. Because there is no planet B. Act now. Climate action. The time is now. Together, let's rise to the challenge.